the shadow standing just outside your light, the one who keeps the engine running in the middle of the night. I watched you take his hand and walk into that brand new life, while I stay behind and sharpen the edges of the knife. You look happy in the photos, or at least that's what you say, but I see the way your smile starts to flicker into gray. I'm the safety net you think you'll never need to use, a quiet steady heartbeat you're afraid you're gonna lose. I'm not wishing for your ruin, I'm not praying for your fall, but I know the way he speaks when his back is to the wall. I know the sound of promises when they're starting to get thin, and I'll be right here waiting for the moment you give in. So call me when you break up, call me when it ends, call me when you're tired of just playing and pretend, when the house is getting quiet and the bed is getting cold, and the story that he sold you is a story getting old. I don't wanna be your maybe, I don't wanna be your friend, I wanna be the place you land when you're at your journey's end. You call me when you've had enough of playing at his games, when you're ready to let go of all the embers and the flames. December 2025, and the snow is coming down. I saw you at the station on the edge of this old town. He was looking at his watch, you were looking at the floor, and I knew I'd seen that lonely in 1,000 hearts before. He doesn't know the way you take your coffee in the dark, he doesn't know the way a single word can leave a mark. Just a dial tone away, a ghost inside your phone, waiting for the day you realize you're better off alone. They say it's wrong to wait around for someone else's right, to keep the noose of almost hanging loosely round my neck, but I've seen the way he looks at you like you're a prize to win, and I'm just waiting for the cracks to let the winner in. I'm a patient kind of sorrow, I'm a loyal kind of blue, I spent a lifetime building up a sanctuary for you. So call me when you break up, call me when it ends, call me when you're tired of just playing at pretend, when the house is getting quiet and the bed is getting cold, and the story that he told you is a story getting old. I don't wanna be your maybe, I don't wanna be your friend, I wanna be the place you land when you're at your journey's end. You call me when you've had enough of playing at his games, when you're ready to let go of all the embers and the flames. All the embers and the flames. My ringer's on the loudest, my door is unlocked, I'm just sitting in the kitchen, staring at the clock. Whenever you're ready, whenever it's through, I'll be right here, missing you. Call me when you break up. Call me when you break up. Call me. much I've changed. The shape of my spirit has been rearranged by the rocks and the reefs and the crashing of blue, by the slow steady process of losing out on you. I pass all the shadows in the dead of the night, discarded and lonely out of your sight. We're all just a breath from a love that went down, trying to float so we don't have to drown. Maybe one day I'll wash up on the sand, and a stranger will pick me up in their hand. They'll look at the scars and the grain of my wood and wonder if anyone once understood that I wasn't always this hollow in life. I once had a home before the long night, but now I'm just driftwood out on the gray, tossed by the waves of the things you won't say. I'm splintered and broken, I'm wondering why, caught in the pull of a heartbreaking tide. You were my harbor, you were my shore, but I don't belong to the land anymore. Just a piece of a wreck that's been cast out to sea, waiting for water to wash away me, wash away the earth, wash away the weed. I'm just a fragment of what used to be, floating just from the shore, farther from the shore. I'm walking through the hallway in the middle of the night, when the moon spills through the curtains in a cold and silver light. I stop and hold my breath because I swear I heard a sound, the familiar heavy rhythm of you moving across the ground. But it's just the house settling under the weight of the years, or maybe it's the pressure of 1,000 unshed tears. The hardwood floor is polished, but it's cold beneath my feet, a lonely stretch of timber where our pulses used to meet. I'm chasing after vibrations that have long since gone away, trying to catch a second of a vanished yesterday. But the air is just an attic full of things I can't replace, and sound is just a memory of a time I can't erase. Now I'm living in the echo of a footstep on the floor, waiting for the turning of a locked and bolted door. It's a ghost in the floorboards, it's a hum in the wall, the ghost of a shadow that's starting to fall. I'm listening for a presence that I know is never there, searching for a heartbeat in the hollow of the air. Oh, it's a long way to lonely, and a short way to cry, when you're living on the echo of a final goodbye. I sat out on the porch today to watch the cars go by, looking for that certain blue reflected in the sky. I heard a gravel suddenly alive. I stood up from the wicker chair, I started toward the gate, but it was just a stranger who was running a bit late. Now the silence is a mountain, and the quiet is a sea, and the echo of your exit is all that's left of me. Is it possible for sound to take a permanent residence, to leave behind a haunting with no physical evidence? 'Cause I hear you in the kitchen, and I hear you on the stairs. I hear you in the whispers of my unanswered prayers. The house is full of noise, but it's all from 2024. Back when your boots were clicking on this very floor. Now I'm living in the echo of a footstep on the floor, waiting for the turning of a locked and bolted door. It's a ghost in the floorboards, it's a hum in the wall, the ghost of a shadow that's starting to fall. I'm listening for a presence that I know is never there, searching for a heartbeat in the hollow of the air. Oh, it's a long way to lonely, and a short way to cry, when you're living on the echo of a final goodbye. There it is again, just a creak in the wood. I'd follow that sound if I only could, but the echo is fading, it's getting so thin, and I don't think I'll hear that footstep again. Just the wind, just the rain, and the echo of my own pain. One last footstep, one last footstep, one last footstep, one last footstep. The driveway's buried under white and silence, the kind of cold that bites into the bone. I'm watching for the movement in the tree line, in a house that's grown too heavy to be home. We used to run like fire through the meadows, two sparks against the coming of the night. But winter came and turned our world to shadows, and bled the color from the morning light. I see the tracks you left behind in December, leading to a place I cannot go. I'm trying to find the us I still remember, beneath 5 inches of this bitter snow. We were just foxes running through the winter, bright orange cubs against a world of gray. But the ice began to crack and then to splinter, and I watched your fiery spirit slip away. Now I'm just a heartbeat in a hollow I found your scarf tangled in the briars, a splash of red against the frozen ground. It's the only thing that's left of all our fires, in a woods that doesn't make a single sound. They say that certain things are meant for hiding, that some loves need the cover of the dark. But I'm still out here shivering and biting, waiting for the smallest little spark. Do you have a den to keep you dry? Do you have a star to guide you by? Or are you just as frozen and as thin, trying to find where the summer went back then? I'd howl your name until the mountain shook, but the wind stole every breath that I took. We were just foxes running through the wind, bright orange coats against a world of gray. But the ice began to crack and then to splinter, and I watched your fiery spirit slip away. Now I'm just a heartbeat in a hollow, hunting for a warmth that I'll never know. Just a lonely trail that I can't help but follow. Two foxes lost in the falling snow. The sun is setting pale and low, the tracks are filling in, you know. I'm just a flash of gold before the white, disappearing in the middle of the night. Just foxes running until there's nowhere left to go, until there's nowhere left to go. The sun hits the carpet in the same jagged lines, through the dust and the shadows of the window blinds. It's 4 in the afternoon, the house is a tomb, and the scent of your jasmine still haunts every room. I'm picking up pieces of a life we once knew, a receipt from a movie, a blue ribbon from you. The clock on the mantle has started to crawl, as I watch the light shatter and die on the wall. Time isn't a river, it's a broken glass floor, and I'm cutting my feet just to get to the door. Every minute is jagged, every second is sharp, plucking the strings of this hollowed out heart. In these fragmented afternoons, I'm losing my mind, chasing the version of us we left behind. It's a puzzle with pieces that no longer fit, a fire that's freezing. The more that I say, I'm caught in the flicker, I'm stuck in the blur of the man that I was and the woman you were. The daylight is breaking and I'm falling through the fragmented afternoons I spend missing you. I poured out 2 glasses forgot. The silence is heavy, it's loud as a train, as I listen for footsteps through the sound of the rain. I try to remember the way that you felt, but the edges are starting to soften and melt, like a photograph left in the glare of the sun. I'm losing the features of my only one. Between the gold and the gray of the 5 p.m. sky, I find 1,000 reasons to sit here and cry. The world keeps on turning, the neighbors still laugh, but I'm just a ghost in a torn photograph. I'm living in snapshots, I'm dying in part, in the waiting room built for these broken down hearts. In these fragmented afternoons, I'm losing my mind, chasing the version of us we left behind. It's a puzzle with pieces that no longer fit, a fire that's freezing. The more that I sit, I'm caught in the flicker, I'm stuck in the blur of the man that I was and the woman you were. The daylight is breaking and I'm falling through the fragmented afternoons I spend missing you. The shadows are stretching, they're reaching for me. The sun's going down on what used to be, just a piece of a memory, a sliver of light, before the afternoon turns into night. Fragmented, broken, and blue. Still waiting for evening, still waiting for you. I'm walking down Main Street, but the windows are boarded up, like the dreams that we poured in a cracked porcelain cup. The swings in the park are just rusting in the rain, singing a song with the metal refrain. I remember the laughter, the neon, the heat, when the world felt so small at the soles of our feet. Now the street lights are flickering, dying alone in a city of memories built out of stone. There's a for sale sign on the porch where we kissed, and a fog in the valley that won't seem to lift. The map says I'm home, but I know that it's lying, 'cause a home without you is just a place that is dying. Now I'm the only soul left in this ghost town, watching the walls in the sky tumble down. Every I love you is a tumbleweed blowing past the empty front doors where the tall grass is growing. The pulse of this place to stop with your heart, and I'm wandering the ruins falling apart. Yeah, the silence is loud and the shadows are brown in the wreckage of us in this lonely ghost town. I stopped by the diner where we'd sit in the back, but the coffee is bitter and the vinyl is black. brown in the wreckage of us, in this lonely ghost town. Under a cold setting sun, I'll just sit on the curb till the memories fade in the ghost town, the one that we made. Just a ghost town, ghost town. Oh! Light is humming to an empty street. The shoes are still sitting where you placed your feet. There's a half-written list on the fridge door, held tied by a magnet we bought on a much warmer night. I checked all the windows, I checked every lock, but I can't stop the ticking of that kitchen clock. It sounds like a countdown that ended too soon, under the light of a cold, indifferent moon. No slam of the door, no screaming, no tears, no final confession of all of our fears. Just a shift in the air, a change in the wind, and the sudden realization of where we begin to end. Now I'm tracing the outlines of where you once stood, trying to fix what no living soul could. It's a never agains, and the what might have been, falling like rain on my thick, tired skin. How do I close a book with the last page torn out? How do I live with this deafening doubt? You left me the questions, you took the reply when you left in the dark, gone without goodbye. I look for a note in the usual spots. I'm untying the string of 1,000 forget-me-nots. Did I miss the warning? Did I miss the sign? Was the break in the branch or the fault in the line? The silence is heavy, it's shaped like your name. It's a cruel kind of quiet, it's a cold kind of flame. I'm reaching for something that's already air, just a hand in the dark, finding nobody there. Give me a reason, or give me a fight. Give me a hate you to get through the night. Anything's better than this hollowed out space, than the ghost of a smile on a vanished face. You skipped the finale, you walked off the stage and left me alone on a half-finished page. Now I'm tracing the outlines of where you once stood, trying to fix what no living soul could. It's the never agains, and the what might have been, falling like rain on my thick, tired skin. How do I close a book with the last page torn out? How do I live with this deafening doubt? You left me the questions, you took the reply when you left in the dark, gone without goodbye. Gone without goodbye. No, see you later. No, I'm sorry, my dear. Just the smell of your perfume still lingering here. The sun's coming up, but it doesn't feel right to wake up in a world gone without goodbye. Gone without goodbye. hearts are breathing but they don't say a word. They're holding the echoes of the fights that occurred. I'm walking the path from the kitchen to the bed, with a suitcase of memories and a heart made of lead. The pictures are gone, leaving ghosts on the paint. The sense of your presence is growing so faint. I reach for the light but the switch feels so cold. In a house that is mourning the stories we told. Every step has a hollow metallic kind of ring, like a bird that forgot how his throat used to sing. The walls are just boundaries for the wind to blow through. Everything's open but I can't find you. Now I'm wandering through these hollow hallways, lost in the never and the not anymore always. It's a tunnel of shadows, it's a corridor of grief, where the time we spent together was tragically brief. I'm listening for a heartbeat, for a laugh, for a sigh, but the hollow just swallows every hello and goodbye. I'm a ghost in the rafters, I'm a crack in the wall. In these hollow hallways, I've got nowhere to fall. It's late December 2025 and the frost is on the glass. I'm watching the cars and the strangers all pass. They don't know the vacuum that lives in this hall. They don't know the silence is 10 stories tall. I found a stray button from your favorite coat. It felt like a lifeline, it felt like a note, but it's just a piece of plastic on a dusty wooden floor. A reminder of someone who doesn't live here anymore. Build me a bridge or give me a map to get across this yawning invisible gap. I'm tired of the draft, I'm tired of the space, I'm tired of looking for a vanished face. If walls could talk, they'd tell me to leave, but they're the only things left that saw me grieve. Now I'm wandering through these hollow hallways, lost in the never and the not anymore always. It's a tunnel of shadows, it's a corridor of grief, where the time we spent together was tragically brief. I'm listening for a heartbeat, for a laugh, for a sigh, but the hollow just swallows every hello and goodbye. I'm a ghost in the rafters, I'm a crack in the wall. In these hollow hallways, I've got nowhere to fall. Just a long dark stretch and an open door, but I don't know what I'm waiting for. The hallway is empty, the hallway is blue, and the hollow is the part of me that used to be you. So so quiet, so I remember the kitchen light was humming low, the kind of quiet where the heavy secrets go. We were standing by the window, watching shadows on the lawn, and I felt a sudden panic that you might be almost gone. So I leaned into the silence and I let the anchor drop. The kind of moment where you pray the world would finally stop. I said those three small words and felt them hanging in the air, but you just looked at me as if I wasn't really there. The clock on turning gray. I'm still replaying every word you didn't think to say. I saw you at the party, and I saw you in the hall. You were talking to the strangers like you never loved at all. I'm the one who jumped too early, I'm the one who felt too much, I'm the one who's still allergic to a memory of your touch. I laid my cards out on the table and I didn't see the bluff. I thought that being honest would be finally enough. They say that love is brave, they say that love is kind, but they don't tell you about the trap that's left for you to find. When you offer up your soul before you check the other side, and find there's no one there to catch the turning of the tide. I'm a monument to almost, I'm a statue made of weight. I spoke the truth too soon and sealed a lonely kind of fate. I said I love you first, and I guess that was the curse. Watching every day since then just go from bad to worse. I gave away the power, I bared my hollow chest, and you just took the trophy, but you never gave the rest. Now I'm haunted by the echo of the words I can't take back, running on a one-way lonely, broken-hearted track. It's the loneliest of secrets, it's the heavy bitter thirst of knowing that I'm drowning, 'cause I said I love you first. If I could reach into the dark and pull those letters back, if I could paint the white noise over every single crack. But I'm standing in the doorway and the bubble finally bursts. I'm sorry that I meant it, I'm sorry I said it first. Yeah, I said it first, and you said nothing at all. Nothing at all. Television's hum is the only thing that's talking in the hallway where the ghost of us is walking. I haven't changed the channel since you walked out in the rain. I'm addicted to the white noise, it's a sedative for pain. The snow upon the screen is a blizzard in my head, covering the traces of the things we never said. I used to hear your heartbeat when I lay against your chest. Now I only hear the frequency of a heart that cannot rest. The air is thick and heavy like a signal losing power. I'm counting down the minutes in this long and lonely hour. spend alone. I see your face in every blur, in every flicker of the light. A ghost inside the cathode ray, haunting me tonight. Every song on the radio is buried under sand, like a message in a bottle that never reached the land. Is there anyone out there? Is there anyone at all? Or am I just a shadow bouncing off a concrete wall? Tune me in or tune me out, just don't leave me in between, in the gray and grainy distance of a flickering TV screen. I'm losing my focus, I'm fading to black, and there's no antenna strong enough to bring your spirit back. Now I'm sitting in a room full of static. The love we had was cinematic. Now it's just erratic. 1,000 broken frequencies, a scream without a sound. Searching for your signal that is nowhere to be found. It's the buzz of the electric, it's the rattle of the wire, the ashes of a connection that used to be a fire. Oh, the silence is too loud, so I let the noise take hold. In a room full of static, in a world that's growing cold. Can you hear it? Sound of nothing at all. Just the snow, just the hum, waiting for the morning to come. But it's just more static.